Y'all, I reached the monetization requirements. Like, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I go by RishaaMariee. If you are not new here, thank you so much for coming. Go ahead and hit subscribe, okay? And let's just talk about monetization. Like, I can't even do the long intro with y'all because, as you can see, I'm geeked. I'm geeked right now. I know you clicked on this video for a reason, obviously because of monetization, and so many people are concerned with that, of course. So let's jump right into it and let's talk about it. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about what helped me stay with the process to get monetized. I'm going to talk about the requirements of monetization, the steps that you need to take to get there, and also if it's too late to get monetized in 2020. If it's too late to actually reach the requirements on this platform to actually get monetized. So stay tuned. So let me start by giving y'all a few details. So I started my channel in 2017. And I know you like, dang girl, that's a long time. So yeah, I started my channel in 2017. I posted my first video in August of 2017, right? And then, so yeah, I posted my first video in August of 2017. And then I would post very sporadic. So like in the beginning, I was consistent. I was posting, I didn't have no schedule really, but I was posting kind of consistently. And then after that, it really went downhill. Like 2017, the rest of 2017, 2018, I probably posted less than 10 videos. Like, it really wasn't me posting consistently. So then in 2019, the start of 2019, I came in with a new mentality. I was like, I'm going to be consistent on YouTube. So I went into 2019 with approximately 30-ish subscribers, right? And I definitely didn't have the watch time. For those that don't know, the monetization requirements on YouTube is that you have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, and also that you abide by YouTube's policy, that you sign up for the partner or the verification process, and also that you have a Google AdSense account. So it's about 5 requirements for being monetized on YouTube. But the main ones that you hear everybody talk about is the subscribers and the watch hours, because those are the hardest to get. So yeah, I started in January 2019 with about 30-some subscribers. So I went into 2019 and I was talking about consistency for myself, not really on my channel, but really just honing in on what I'm going to do on my YouTube channel to be consistent so that I could actually reach monetization. So when I went into 2019, I said that I was going to post once a week, which I post once a week on Wednesdays, so make sure you stay tuned. Posting once a week, and also being consistent with my content. So I would post once a week, so that means I was pushing out at least 4 videos a month. Depending on the month, sometimes it could be less than that, but I was at least pushing out 4 videos a month. Now, it's people on YouTube that will tell you that you need to be posting twice, 2-3 times a week. But if you're not, to be honest, let's just be honest about it. When you're not seeing any reward for what you're doing, it's gonna kind of stop you from doing it. And a lot of people say don't get on YouTube for the money, or don't get on YouTube, you know, hoping to get rich and anything like that, because that's absolutely true. Like, the people that try to get on YouTube for just money, you see them phase out really quick, or you see them with like crazy channels. You know, their channels have nothing of substance really. So you see them like riding every wave, riding every challenge, riding every tag. And there's nothing wrong with that, because sometimes you do need to do like a few popular videos just to get you out there. But when that's the only thing that you're doing, like, you can tell the difference between channels that are doing this just for money and people that are doing it because this is their hobby, or there's something they like to do in their downtime. Like, they enjoy that aspect of YouTube. I was working on being consistent in that aspect. So literally all of 2019, I was consistent. I posted once a week no matter what. Even if sometimes I couldn't post on Wednesday, I made another day. I made sure I posted once a week on YouTube. And I saw benefits from that. A lot of people tell you like consistency, and you're just like, bruh, like, I'm tired of hearing that. But it's true. When you post consistently on YouTube, you are more likely to get picked up by YouTube's flow. Because the thing is, YouTube favors videos that are channels that are posting more often and posting longer videos. It's no place where you can read that or anything, but you can just tell by experience and statistics. So the channels that are posting more often, you see them mentioned more. You see more of them on YouTube's homepage, and you just see them constantly popping up because they're consistent. And then the YouTube videos that are longer are preferred by YouTube because YouTube is really turning into a streaming service. More people are dropping cable and all that, and they're picking up streaming services, whether it's Hulu, Netflix, Amazon Prime, whatever it may be. YouTube is trying to compete with those as well, so they prefer longer videos. So the thing with the watch time, and that's really how you get your watch time. If we go back to that, we need 4,000 hours of watch time in order to get monetized on YouTube. If you post longer videos, you're more likely to get your watch time that way. Even if people don't watch your full length video, the longer video, you have a higher chance of people staying on longer. If you're posting 2 to 3 minute videos, you're only getting those 2 to 3 minutes. And it's 4,000 hours, not 4,000 minutes. So that's a lot more. It's like, what, I believe somebody says like 200,000 plus minutes of watch time that you need to get. And it's not overall, it's within a 12-month span. Unlike your subscribers, you just need 1,000 subscribers in whole. But with watch time, you need 4,000 hours within a 12-month span. So it's not just the 2019 year or the 2020 year. It's whatever year you finally reach it from that point on. So let's say you reach your 4,000 hours in March of 2020. It's calculating March of 2020 to March of 2019. So that time span is what they actually calculate in order for you to reach your monetization watch time. Posting longer videos will help you get that. And also posting consistently, because the more videos you have, the more chance you have to pick up that watch time. So like I said in the beginning, I started January 2019 with about 36 subscribers. Nowhere near my watch time. So I was posting consistently. And one of my videos that really picked up, that really helped me, like skyrocketed me with subscribers and watch time, was my passion twist video. It went, I guess, semi-viral. Let me tell you. I have approximately 78,000 views on that one video. So let me explain that too. Views do not equate to watch time. Watch time is the literal amount of time someone stayed on your video. So if somebody clicks on your video, that's a view, but that's not watch time. They could have clicked on your video and clicked right out. So you got about a second of watch time. You know what I'm saying? When they actually stay on your video for a long amount of time, that's the actual watch time that's counted by YouTube. Video, I have about 78,000 views-ish. And that's what really skyrocketed me. But I posted that video in February of 2019. It didn't start really getting traffic, and the numbers didn't really run up until the summer of 2019. So your videos can be on your channel. That's why I say you really have to post consistently, because you never know which video is going to get picked up, which video is going to go viral, which video is going to do well. Because the thing with my video, the reason why I went viral, because YouTube started picking it up. And if you like study your analytics and, you know, research your analytics and look through your like channel analytics and everything, it'll explain that to you. It'll actually tell you when YouTube picks up a video. It'll have it on the side. It's like when it shows you how your video is getting watched, like what sources are picking up your video, it'll show that it's in the browse history or on home pages or whatever exactly it says, but it'll let you know when YouTube picks up your video. So YouTube had picked up my passion twist video, and that's why it was doing so well. So it was being on people's suggestions. Like when you clicked on another hair video, my passion twist video would be in the suggestion tab. So more than likely, if you saw something about twist, you would see my video after that. It started going up in the summertime, which increased my watch time and my and my subscriber count. During the fourth quarter of 2019, that's when I reached my watch time. So I had reached the 4,000 watch hours. Now I'm probably at like 6,000 or something. So I'm over the amount for my watch time. So I had it. The only thing was that I did not have my subscriber count. So I still had to wait. So in March of 2020, so March 13th, 2020, I reached my 1,000 subscribers. So I had all the requirements in order to be set up for monetization on YouTube. So at that point, you go into review. You don't get an email. You don't get anything said to you by YouTube. It's just your channel goes into review. If you go into your monetization tab on the Creator Studio, or I don't know what the old studio was called for YouTube, but it will say in review. So you know that YouTube is reviewing your channel. During that time, YouTube looks at some of your videos. They look at your channel and see if it's overall following under the YouTube guidelines. You can check that out. It's on YouTube everywhere. The different YouTube guidelines. Basically, you know, not heavy profanity, not erotic, not copyrighted music, stuff like that will stop you from getting monetized or being a part of YouTube's partner program. So once you're in review, it takes some time for you to get reached back out to by YouTube. YouTube reaches out to you via email, letting you know whether you have been accepted into the YouTube partner program or whether you've been declined. The time span that they give you is a month. Now, I've heard different people say that they've been in review for months. Some people way less than that. So it just depends. I don't know how really long it takes. It's just on an individual basis. For me, I got my email saying that I was approved to be a part of the YouTube partner program 2 days later. So I reached my full requirements on March 13th, 2020, and then I got the email to say I was approved on March 15th, 2020. So once you're approved, then you can go into your channel and you can set up your monetization and make sure all your videos are on, so that then they can add ads and then you can start receiving payment for it. Now, the full thing with payment and everything, of course, I haven't received my first check yet from YouTube. So once I do, I can make a whole nother video about that. But one thing I do want to clear up is that I see so many videos saying that you can fully set up your Google AdSense now before you have reached any of your requirements. So YouTube updates its policy quite often, and it's really just to like kind of weed out the people that's just getting on here for, you know, the wrong things. So YouTube does a lot of constant changing of their policies. So even now, when I put this video out, maybe a few months from now, it will change. But I know currently, last time I checked, you cannot fully set up your Google AdSense all the way. I would suggest that you go ahead and try to set it up as much as you can. When you go into it, you set up your Google AdSense, you put your, you know, your name, your address, and all that kind of stuff. So the thing with Google AdSense now that I see a lot of people saying the opposite for is that Google AdSense will not send out your PIN to verify your address. Before you can receive a check on basically your YouTube check, before you can receive your YouTube check, you have to have your address verified and your bank account verified. Now YouTube has stopped that. Most people were setting it up way before they got monetized. So the minute they reach monetization, and they could get paid out. So YouTube has changed that requirement. So now you have to reach the threshold. Basically, YouTube has a threshold of $100 that you have to reach before you get paid out. And now, also, once you reach that threshold of $100, that's when they send your PIN, and that's when you can verify your bank account. So they won't send the PIN out until you reach your threshold of $100, and they also won't let you verify your bank account until you reach the threshold of $100. And if you just want to verify that, you can always go to the YouTube page, or I don't know exactly what it is. It's the actual YouTube source. If I can find it, I'll link the videos down below where they actually tell you the new steps for their verification program and how they do things. So once you reach that threshold, that's when you will get the PIN in the mail. It's that little paper that you see everybody post when they're talking about their YouTube paychecks, and it has like Google or something on the back of it, or that is the PIN code that they'll send to your house. You have to put that in, and then I guess verify your paycheck. Like I said, I haven't got to that point yet, so when I do, I'll do a whole separate video for y'all on that. A lot of people talking about how to stay consistent on YouTube, because if you think about it, even if you're just doing this as a hobby and you don't see like growth, or you don't see anything really happening on your channel, it's really hard to stay consistent. So some of the things I did, because like I said, I was consistent for a full year. So technically what I like to count, because even though I came into 2019 with a few subscribers, I really wasn't consistent on YouTube, and I really didn't see a lot of growth. So from January 2019 to March 2020 is when I really had the biggest impact on my channel, and when I reached my monetization goal so that I could have my channel monetized. Some of the things that I did to get my channel, to keep my channel consistent and to keep myself consistent was that I would research. Like, I treated this like a job almost, or like some type of school. I would research. I'm trying to be in this field, so I would do research. I Googled different things, like how people stay consistent. I watched like almost like TED Talks, but I didn't really watch TED Talks, but it was different YouTubers talking about how they stay consistent. I tended to start watching YouTubers that was recently getting big on the platform. So at that time, when I first started looking into it, it was like the content bug. She had just got monetized, and she was talking about it, and she was talking about her process, and I believe her process was a little similar to mine. It took about 1.5 years for her to get monetized and stuff like that. So I was doing my research. I was watching motivational videos. I was watching videos that's talking about staying consistent. I was watching videos that was giving you video ideas that was actually, you know, good ideas. Or I was doing things that I wanted to do with my channel. A big thing that I see a lot of people doing now is like really like reaching out to a lot of people to, you see like the sub for subs a lot, and that doesn't really help, because you can get the subscribers, but then if you don't have the watch time, you still waiting, you know what I'm saying? So you have to really like put in some effort with your channel. And a lot of people like, oh, well, you need to go buy all this high-tech gear and you need to do all these high-tech things in order for your channel to blow up. And that's not true. You can start with simple things. Start with your phone, start with whatever, and just post out consistently and have a personality. Have an idea of what you want to be on your channel. Don't just get on here and copy the next person or somebody else, because let's be honest, YouTube is a very saturated field. A lot of people are doing YouTube. So what's going to make you get to that next level? What are you good at? What about you is entertaining? What about you will make people watch? So do those type of videos. And even if 10,000 other people did it, if you do it your way, it's going to get viewed. So just doing that. And honestly, for me personally, I didn't sit up and tell a lot of people I was doing YouTube. In the beginning, I used to post every single video, link it to my Instagram account, and be like, oh, go follow me on YouTube. And I noticed when I stopped posting on Instagram versus me just posting, when I stopped like talking about it on Instagram versus me just posting on YouTube, I wasn't seeing that much of a difference. It may have been a slight difference, but I wasn't seeing that much of a difference in like my subscriber and my view count. So I was like, why am I doing that? Let me focus in on the one field that I want to grow. I want to grow my YouTube channel. So I just started focusing on that. I wasn't like telling a lot of people, because one of the main things that you will see is that the support that you get, like YouTube is a different field. So the support that you get is mainly going to come from people that you don't know. Like you can't, like if you got 1,000 friends, more power to you. But the support that you're going to get is from strangers. It's going to be strangers that come across your video. And if they like your personality, if they like what you're doing, they're going to hit like, they're going to subscribe. That's just going to happen organically. But you just have to post consistent content. And a lot of times, stuff that you want to post or ideas that you have that are unique and organic and they just came to you, you may have to wait a little bit on those. And I say that to say, in the beginning, if you post things that are original, it's not going to get picked up by YouTube because you're not big enough. So when you post original things, like completely original, I'm talking about like your title, like you try to come up with little catchy titles, and your tags that you use, the keywords that you use are so original and so unique. It's not going to get picked up by YouTube because your channel is too small. So not enough people know you by itself just to come to your channel to make that thing, that challenge or whatever you're trying to do get bigger. And then the keywords that you are typing are not keywords that's normally used. So it's not going to get picked up easily. So you more so have to do things that kind of are already out there but put your own unique spin on it in order just to grow first. And then once you grow, once you have a little substantial amount underneath you, then you can start doing your own type of things, like the original ideas that you come up with, because then you already have a following, you already have a subscriber base that's going to click on those videos. I mean, you can do it in the beginning, but I'm just saying 9 times out of 10 it's not going to get that many views. 9 times out of 10 it's not going to really help your channel. It's not going to hurt it either, but it's not going to necessarily hurt your help your channel. Things that I would do to make sure I could post every week, I would film ahead. I would film certain videos and just have them stockpiled and have them, because the thing with YouTube is that you can upload your videos and you can private them, and then you can just publish them when you're ready for them to go live on your channel. So you can private them and nobody will be able to see them except for you. You can have them all written out with the thumbnail, your descriptions, all that fixed already, and then just upload them when you're ready. Also, for the more detailed videos that I wanted to do, I would write out my video ideas. Like this video, I have key points that I want to talk about, so I wrote them out so that I can make sure I say everything that I wanted to say in this video. Certain hair videos that I do, I may write out how I want the video to flow. I'm not saying I have a script where I'm like, okay, so today you guys, I wanted to, no, but I have key points that I want to make sure I want to touch on so I can get everything done in the video. Also, that way your video is running a little bit more smoothly. It's not just a bunch of air. And when I say air, it's not a bunch of pockets where you're just like, oh yeah, and I wanted to say, or, because those type of videos, people will click out. And I mean, people will click out regardless, because people have short attention spans. They may not really care for you. They may not like your personality. They may not like the way some look, and they'll click out. But you want to try to keep people on your videos as long as possible so that you can get your watch time and also inevitably get your subscribers. I also in the beginning would write out my goals of things that I wanted to reach. So my goal for 2019 was to reach 100 subscribers, because remember I told you I started 2019 with about 30 something. Because when you don't have a huge following on any other platform that can follow you to YouTube, you start with 0. Like I legit started with 0 subscribers. So I wrote out, it's harder to get it. Some people have like a huge following on some other platform, and then they tend to just migrate some of those to YouTube, so they can already start off getting monetized. They can already start it big, stuff like that. So I didn't have that, so I started with like smaller goals. And then in 2019 I surpassed my 100 like early on. So I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna shoot for 500. And in my head I was like, that's completely far-fetched, but I'm just gonna put that as my goal, and you know, just to keep me going. So always having a goal that you're working towards. I hit 500 in 2019, so I was like, I'm gonna just say 1,000 even though I don't hit it. At the end of 2019 I was extremely close to 1,000 subscribers. I think I probably had 900. And then in 2020 is when I got the rest. So I still did really good for myself in 2019. That's why I really say setting goals, having a schedule, having your consistency that you want to do. But I mean, that's again, if you actually want to get monetized, if you actually want to get bigger on the platform. I mean, if you're just doing this and you just want to post videos every now and again and you don't really care, you just posting it for your memory or for like your close family or friends that want to look at your videos, that's one thing. But if you actually want to get monetized, just having goals, I mean, that's anything in life. If you reaching out to have anything, make a goal about it. Make goals. Make smaller goals. If you try to reach for the large goals, it's going to seem unattainable, and it's going to make it harder for you to do. Because if you come on this platform with absolutely, you know, no subscribers, no watch hours and stuff like that, you're going to look at it and be like, oh my goodness, that's so hard to get to. That's so unattainable. So you make the smaller goals so that you can really keep yourself going. Because once you see yourself hitting off those little smaller goals, you actually see the progress. Because when you're just looking at it from 0 to 1,000 and you got 30 or you got 50 or whatever, you're like, dang, I'm never going to get there. But if you set those smaller goals for yourself, when you actually hit those off, you see your actual progress, and it's able to keep you, it helps you to keep going. So you guys, I hope this video was helpful to you and you got something from it. If you have any video ideas or you have any other questions based on YouTube monetization process or even the payment, like I said, I will make a separate video on that when I do get that information. Make sure you leave it down below. Make sure to like this video, share it, and subscribe. And I will catch you guys next Wednesday. Peace.